Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Atomfall. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 3. We're here in Slattendale, and we need to go to this location over here. Take that marker off. We finish this. I'll have to move out of there. This location over here on the map, this is called an outlaw cave. It's got a couple of items that we want there. It's got a training... It's got a training thingamajig here for skill trainer piece that we can pick up. So got 2 skills there. Let's see. Out of what we have here, blue fingers we're going to need. How much is this? It costs 2. This allows you to harvest young spores from heavily infected sources. You're going to need that to make a special tonic that you will need later in the game. And I like to start harvesting that kind of stuff as soon as we can get. But the one that I'd really like to have right now, which we don't have, we need the stealth manual for, is to allow us to disarm traps like this one right here. So, because then you can disarm and you can get those. You can get Molotov cocktails, and in the cases where they use grenades, you can get grenades. So, we would like to be able to do that. We can't do that right now. And where are you at, buddy? It says in this general direction. Right here. Metal detector says it's string and a nail bomb. Nice. Okay. So to get where we want to go, we kind of got to go up to the right here. And then hang a left, basically. Okay. Got to go up around this area. We're going to take this little trail up here. There are some outlaws in this direction. And sometimes there's some even headed this way. You'll get to this point and they're on their way over here. There's one right there. We're going to go this way. Now, our options are to follow that guy and sneak around, and you can go through this tunnel here. And I think there might be a couple of goodies in this tunnel. And then you can sneak up there. That may be the best option. Let's see who we have here. Yeah, so there's... Yep, so there's 4 guys over there. Oh, yeah. This overturned truck, there's some stuff in there. Okay. Do we have a nail bomb for them? We don't. Let's use this.
No trouble. Don't be daft. Nobody wants trouble.
See, so the game has a really neat threat indicator system where they're going to more or less leave you alone unless you run toward them or start pointing your weapon at them. Gunpowder and an antidote. Okay. Most of those guys are wandering off. There's still one straggling behind. We don't care about him. Now this, you get news about this convoy. I'm not sure we actually have any of the things that talk about it. There aren't. We haven't got one yet. But later on, depending on how you adventure, because these maps are open world, you can go anywhere you want to, even though I don't consider this truly an open world game. It's more like hubs. It's more like, okay, he's going to come at us. Hey. What are you doing? See, so his gang left him and now he wants to cause trouble with me.
I'm gonna rough you up.
Go for it. But that's why you like having the axe. Because it can kill most of these guys in one shot. So. That's why the axe is nice. But depending on where you adventure and how you discover things out in the world, you'll get notes about this convoy. And this will give you a couple of arrows earlier, some rifle ammo, and orders. Find the interchange. So he'll say, hey, Sergeant Hodgkins, I have special orders for you. Once the convoy safely enters the zone, split off from the main column. Find the interchange, the heart of the old research site here. Directions are below. We'll make our way to Windham to parley with the inhabitants, assuming there's anything left of them. Report back as soon as you can. This, we don't need to track lead on that. Molly points me to an entrance. We don't need to know about that. Interchange escape route. We don't really need to know about that. So all these notes that we've got so far point us to the interchange, but you will get all kinds of other leads. And I kind of like the way the game this game does it. It does it a lot like Assassin's Creed Mirage, where there is no designated quest. You just get leads to follow. Wretched interference field. Corporal's log, Convoy 5. One sleep before they send us in. The revised electrical systems we put in the helicopter should guard them from the wretched interference field, but I'm glad to not be aboard one all the same. We'll monitor how they do, providing the new radios work. They've given us some fresh-faced civvy to operate our set, but she seems to know her onions. We can only hope for the best. That would be Dr. Garrow, who he wants us to go interrogate, and I don't think there's anything else over here, is there? There isn't. Okay. So we're going to go over here. There's a cave here. These guys walked up and around. We're going to see them again. There's a little cave tunnel system here. It's really small. And I'm not even sure there's any worthy loot in here, but we're going to take a look. Nothing over here. At some point in time, somebody was here. They didn't leave anything interesting except for this box. Property of mod. Okay, there's poison. There's gun oil. Okay, it was worth it to come over here just to get the gun oil. That's cool. Anytime you can find gun oil, it's a good deal. Now, I know we picked up some food. And let's see. What do we want to do here? Hesitant to break out the rifle. I don't think we're going to need it. I don't like having only the 4 slots. I wish, especially because I'm playing on a mouse and keyboard, so I have a bunch of options to change to quick item things, and I wish this is why controllers ruin games for PCs, because I should be able to have about 8 different slots. There's usually some guys wandering around up here, but I don't see them. Oh, you can hear them though.
Soldiers. It'd be easy if you did it right.
Yeah, so there's a guy there.
Nobody wants trouble.
I'm just going to see if I can get out of here because I don't really want to fight any of these guys if I don't have to.
Did I scare him off?
Did I scare him off? Not really, but I just don't want to fight you guys right now. You're kind of low-level plebes. Okay, so here's another case of if we could disarm it, we could get a grenade. But we don't have the disarm skill, so... Go around, and I believe this is the outlaw. Yep. So now we saved all our bullets for this, for fighting over here. Combing the convoy side. So, did the boss put you and Bobby on that convoy job by the road? You might have at least left one of the buggers alive. Mayhap they knew how to get inside that interchange door. Yeah, so these guys came and looted the convoy, and now we're going to go in there and loot them. This is a pretty neat little cave. I love it. It's one of the first caves you can find in the game, and it's got a neat little layout. The further up here we get, there'll be a lot of fighting here. There are also some explosive barrels if you can make it work. Oh yeah, this is why I typically don't come this way until I have the stealth manual. There is this trap here. Not a big deal to get around. Somebody saw me. And this is not a dead end.
What was that?
Okay, he's dead.
Dead body. I'm gonna run.
Hey, you gonna come mess me up? Let's go. You wanna tumble?
You.
Take that. There we go. He was gonna get me with a grenade, but I'm not gonna let that happen. Whoa.
For it now.
Come out, you coward. Yeah,
Keep fighting. Don't despair.
When you get the upgraded version of this gun, you can shoot these guys and kill them with one shot, whether you headshot them or not. It's got a knife, which we don't care about. Is this everybody? Let's see, what do we have? A Leamington 12 gauge shotgun. And a Lee number 4 Rusty. We're going to want to carry that. Because we can combine it with, it's Rusty, and if we combine it with another Rusty one, then we'll have 2 stock ones, and then we can combine 2 stock ones and get a pristine one. So we definitely want to have that. So there's still a guy here. Okay. I heard him. There he is. We may just want to explode him for the fun of it, if he's going to go down there. Are you going to go over to that explosive barrel? No. He's going to stop. Done. I think that's the last guy. Gunpowder, scrap. And then we got to open up all the boxes. It's like Christmas Day. Gun oil. Nice. Okay. Explosive lure. We could use that. We don't have any place to put it. I'm going to drop fire resistance to grab that. We're probably still going to need other stuff. The problem with caves is they don't have a pneumatic disposal tool. So storage container. So there's no way to take us, like there's a nail bomb. That's even better. Okay. Let's drop this. So the explosive lures are nice for like rats and things like that. Really, it's a nice little tool, but I'd much rather have that and shotgun ammo. But we're full up. We're actually full of ammunition. Nice. Okay. There is a training stimulant in here. Sounds like there's somebody over here fooling around. Nope. Okay. There is the melee combat manual. That's the big thing we wanted. And there's a Molotov cocktail there. Ooh. There's a bunch of stuff here and we can't grab anything. Okay. Oh, and the bar crate. Here's where your training stimulant is. And pistol ammo. Okay. I'd really like to have that Molotov. What do I have? Alright, I'm just going to use the bandage then. Because I want that Molotov. Cloth. Nothing else. What do we have here? This is what? What's it trying to hit us with? Oh, right there. There's a Molotov on the wall. Okay. There's still one big container over there that we can look in. But again, we're running out of room, so you got to sacrifice something. Don't want to get rid of bandages. Or do I want to keep my bandages? This old boy died. Nothing there. This is the big crate right here. Chest. It's got a Peerless SMG. Wow. I'd like to have that, but I'm just out of inventory space. Knife, radio. Okay. I may have to make a note and come back for that. I don't know if it's going to stay there. But if it is, it would be worth our time to come back. You losers. You got any ammo on you? No. Okay, yeah, you had the 12 gauge shotgun. Alright. And we'll get out of here. We got the melee though. So melee is going to give you these options. Right here. Melee weapon, attack power, which you're going to want more power later on. And then when you get the mace, because you're going to fight some really tough enemies with melee later in the game. Seasoned Brawler is going to make reduced heart rate cost for each melee attack. That's your stamina. And increased damage caused by heavy melee attacks, which you really want. So you're going to want to use heavy attacks most of the time. So, Outlaw Cave is done. So now we need to go to the woods. And what's the best way to get there from here? Yeah, we'll go this way. Because we can pick up some more of these guys. We can pick up some more herb.
Like I need to be told to keep out of the woods. I'm not that.
He's by himself or he's at the end of a long train of guys. Which usually never happens. They're almost never by themselves like this. So problem is us trying to catch up to him is hard. You can see how slow we walk when we're sneaking. But he does have, what's he got? He's got the 22, so we don't care about that. Hopefully he's got some ammunition though. Great. All right. We need a pneumatic tube before we do anything. And we can get one up here on the left. Right here, right? Yes. Okay, we're going to go use this. This is where we saw the ferals. In the dungeons, everything respawns. So in the bunkers and the caves and all that stuff. So, but, you know, the nice thing about the ferals is they're static until you get close to them. Oh, we gotta go down there. Okay. Vault the wall. Slide down here with the awkward sliding animation. There we go. And it's pneumatic dispenser time. Amazingly, I've managed not to die yet. So, there's not one over there. That's nice. I don't hear him either. They'll respawn later, though. They will. So this is the Rusty Lee. Okay. Get rid of that one. We don't need that many grenades. Let's save that one. We're going to get rid of all three of those and one of those. That's our pistol. We're going to get rid of the antidote. We shouldn't need that. All right. Okay. Gotta pick up some more of those Lees. I'm always loath to spend too much gun oil upgrading the Lees because there is a really nice gun that we can go get as long as we can kill 3 or 4 really tough ferals. So when we get to Skethermore, we're gonna go pick that up thing. There's an automatic rifle that's a modified JM3 and it's the best weapon in the game. As far as just raw damage output, I think. And it shoots rifle ammunition. I wish that you could do like you could in Far Cry 6, where you can switch it from... In Far Cry 6... Well, this guy's going to be loud, I'll tell you. In Far Cry 6, you can switch guns that are capable of it from semi-automatic, 3-shot burst to full automatic. And I would really like it if you could do that with
Not sure about you.
with the automatic weapons in this game. It would be really nice because I tend to want my automatic weapons on semi-automatic mode. You know, I don't even use 3-shot bursts. There's a big boy right there. Now you can take the sewers. If you buy the key from Molly, the vendor that we met in the first episode, on the north side of Slattendale there, Molly will give you a key to the sewers, and the sewers you can go straight from Slattendale to the woods, to Casterfell Woods. But you always have to either sneak by or fight a couple of outlaws. And it's not worth it to me to trade stuff with her just to get that key. Just because you kind of have to go out of your way to do it. Like, you have to clear out some of your inventory and then have valuable things in the pneumatic that you don't want that you can take to her. And you have to have enough of them to trade with. And, like, she's not going to give that key away for a couple of bandages. So you got to dedicate some inventory space, basically, to items as currency, so that she'll give it to you. So the vendors in this game really feel like a noob trap. Because the first time I played the game, I kept trying to trade with vendors and I found it really frustrating. And then I realized that everything that the vendors have for sale, you can just get out in the world by exploring. So it's much better to just go explore. In one of these little shacks here is a gun oil, I think. Grab some arrows.
A stranger, eh?
So we have a free 4th slot, and a bow is something that we can pick up from the druids here in Casterfell Woods. And a bow is kind of nice because it will one-shot hit and kill the ferals if you hit them in the head. And you can attack a few things silently with them, but in most cases where there are enemies around, if you shoot one, you're gonna alert the others, even if the arrow itself doesn't make enough noise to kill them. I mean, to raise a ruckus. What's gonna happen is they're gonna see the body in a couple of seconds anyways, and then they're gonna get all riled up. So I have not found that the bow is that great of a weapon unless you are a druid, and those sons of bitches do not miss. And if you want to see a great example of them absolutely destroying you, go watch my review video for this game, because I got a really good clip of a druid just nailing me. I was behind a tree and they were like the ultimate sniper. So this is Datlow Hall. We're gonna go on a little quest for the lady here. This is where the rich posh lady lives, but she's a bit addle-brained, like my own mother, who's in the throes of dementia. Not a fun thing. So can't pick up any more of that. There are traps everywhere all over the grounds here, which become things that we can take. You can't get through that door. That's a conservatory. And inside there is the stealth manual, and that's what we want. So we're going to walk around these traps, and we're going to get in here and have a little chat. Yay. Okay. Is there anything in here? I don't think so. I don't think there's much in the way of loot here. Yeah. Although I believe there is a comic book. And there's a decanter of brandy. There's a bunch of stuff we could take if we hadn't already looted a bunch of things, but our inventory is pretty full for crafting materials.
And these wretched weeds. Oh, hello there. You must forgive me. I wasn't expecting visitors today. And, oh good heavens, Jenks should have taken your coat. Jenks? Had him for years, bless him. I'm sure he'll be along shortly.
He won't.
Delighted to meet you. Welcome to my little corner of the world. I was just looking over the garden. We've rather let it get away from us, I'm sorry to say.
Wow, well, I think you've got more to worry about than your garden.
Well, of course. Must keep the house shipshape and Bristol fashion, too. We have lots of guests, you see. Scientists, mainly working out or visiting the Bard research place across the mere. We want the house to be a home from home for them. My sister Charity looks after the boffins when they're here. Terribly clever she is. Much brainier than I. I make sure the house is to order, and she hosts them in the conservatory while they discuss their complicated atomic boojums.
I find her to be absolutely hilarious. So, I'm a scientist. Perhaps you might introduce me to your sister.
Oh, then welcome. Welcome. I'm sure my sister would be delighted to meet you. Only, well, she mustn't be disturbed. She's busy, you see. The house must be ready for when our guests return. But you have the run of the house, the grounds, wherever you choose. Liberty Hall, as the Americans say. We don't go into the conservatory, though. Not there. But everywhere else. Anything you need, ask Jenks.
And Jenks is definitely still here.
Somewhere around, yes. Though I've been looking for him all afternoon. I must return the conservatory key to him whenever he reappears. Keep an eye out for him, will you? I think he told me he was going to the dam to the northwest of here. But he should be back by now. He's a terrible dawdler. I should attend to the garden. Take care, won't you, dear?
So now we have a lead to follow. Jenks has gone to the Casterfell Dam.
Beef Wellington for dinner this evening, I think. Yes, that will be
I
nice.
think there's a box up here. Yes, there's cloth. That's it. Okay. Oh, is there a box over there? I remember there not being much up here, so in subsequent playthroughs I've not climbed this ladder.
To go to the dam
Entrance
again.
south of Datlow Hall.
Is that it?
On behalf of the British Atomics Research Division, it's an honor to welcome you to the site, Professor. I look forward to giving you a tour of the interchange, our main facility. The entrance is not far south of Datlow Hall. Directions are below. In the meantime, I hope you have a comfortable stay at Datlow. Yes, there's so.
Wretched aphids.
As we were saying in a previous episode, oh, it's a comic book that's up here.
I shall.
There's an entrance to the interchange in all three outdoor locations. Casterfell Wood here, Slattendale, and Scathermore. You gotta open each one before you can get the interchange up and running. So we're gonna head to the bridge. We're gonna try not to blow ourselves up here. 'Cause again, there are cross wires everywhere. Don't run over that one. Now there's a little crawly space here. I hope you're not claustrophobic. Excellent. Nobody down there. So up here, there's a key on a body that we're definitely going to want to get. You can see where it's kind of... Ah, dang it. That plant just poisoned me, so... I was trying to get to that body and get that, but it's not going to work, so. Let's bandage ourselves up here and hope the poison wears off soon. Bummer. Okay, some ladders here. There's a main road that runs through this location. Some kind of highway that runs up through here. And this is one of the safest ways to travel. But of course you obviously have to dip down to one side or the other. The Druids really own all of this. This is their castle down in the southwest portion. And there's the dam in the upper left-hand portion. So anywhere on that western side of this highway is pretty much a Druid land. So we're going to head out here when we're not getting impeded by the geography. I don't like to waste a lot of grenades on the Druids because they have bows and arrows, and usually what you end up with is either two archers and a melee person or two melees and an archer. You can see one of them up there. So there's...
We cannot feel out your intent.
Yeah, you can't feel my intent. They're all melees, I think. The problem you run into with that is they're going to throw grenades at you.
Cannot feel out your intent.
Well, I need to go over this way. What do you guys want to do?
We don't know what you intend.
I tell you what I intend. You get close to me and I'm going to axe you.
Ah, some bugger playing with me.
I'm going to ask you a tough question. Okay, and then there's more. So down here, 2 archers. Yeah.
Come on out. No point hiding.
So how much further will those other ones walk before this one decides to take off?
The Trinity is one. One head has 3 faces.
So she got quite a ways behind her partners. Might be able to get a bow. Score me a bow. Uh-oh. Well, let's do this then.
You trouble.
What the voice in the soil. The voice.
Okay. Well, that's one way to do it. I didn't necessarily want to do it that way, but... The bow, the arrows, cloth. Give me some more arrows. More arrows. Okay. This big bonfire is kind of a marker. So let's do this. We're not going to use the shotgun out here. We save that for interiors. Oh, come on. There we go. They're out of the way. They're not going to bug us. Literally. And then we can meet our friend up here. Billy.
Hello, no need to panic. I mean no harm. Now, look, before we get to brass tacks, it might be a good idea to clear the air a bit, you know. I know I don't look, well, entirely normal. I just wanted to raise it. I know it can bother folk. I mean, unless it don't trouble you at all.
Well, should it bother me?
Well, that depends, I suppose. Depends on whether you hear a voice, like, in the soil.
Voice in the soil. Well. What do you mean by that?
Well, I suppose that means you're not one of them, else you wouldn't ask. There's a group of druids or summit that camp out near here. I heard they used to live on an island in the mere before it all went to cock. All very civil before then, but now they all wear masks and have gone proper vicious. Not with me, mind. The eyes, you see. I think that's what does the trick. They must reckon I'm one of their lot. But I promise you, I'm not going to kill you and chew on your bones. Although I wish I hadn't said that now. Makes it sound like I might.
That's pretty funny. Okay, well, what do you intend then?
I can trade with you if you've got out to trade. I'm Billy Gorse, by the way.
Well, okay, how'd you end up like this?
To be honest, I've no bloody idea. Your guess is as good as mine. I know there's something in the earth that's been, well, infecting folk, I suppose. Most go crackers and join them other maniacs in woods. Others turn to something worse. Couldn't tell you why, but I've kept my marbles. I might be the only one who has.
Infected by what?
Ah, well now, ain't that the nub of it? Some say it was something them boffins are making in the labs. Others say it was something that was always here. Only now it's awake. I prefer not to think on it. Proper grisly thought, isn't it?
I see. Well, what do you got to trade? So he's got a battery as well, and he has consumables, manual, and he has the crafting of poison bombs, which we don't really care. So Billy has nothing for us.
Stay safe out there.
I mean, he has the battery, and at some point in time I might do a playthrough where I just kill all the vendors and collect all their batteries, but that's probably how you would do a speed run through this game. Snag the vendor batteries and be done with it. Oh, look who's here. You got any friends?
We cannot feel out your intent.
Okay, how many of you are there? I just want to go this way. You're done.
Time to bleed.
Oh, really? You think so? Okay. Oh, and there's more druids over there, and that's kind of where I want to go. Well, she's got a farming knife. Cloth, scrap, glass. Okay. All right. So the storeroom key is over there, in that building right there, in the top level, the second level. Let's do this. Don't need this bow. Oh, wait a minute. That was there? Okay. Shotgun. I see. Yeah, let's do this. A lot of times what happens is I start to go over here and druids come up here. This is when I wish we could make our own traps, because you need to trap this right here to let you know that druids are coming, but it looks like they wandered off in that direction. There is anything interesting in here? Another of them doors. Yeah, so there's a trap here. Piss off. Not worried about that though. What I want is this key. Right here on the wall. And then, is there anything else in here? Highest priority. Current emphasis must be on keeping the dam's hydroelectric generators in good working order. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, bozos. Wait a minute. Nothing in here? Is there anything in these drawers? Sometimes there's things in these drawers. They don't stick out very far, but you gotta look, because that's where a couple of the training stimulants are located, and it's easy to miss them. What do we got in here? Anything interesting? Nothing? What about here? There we go. There's some scrap in that one like that. And there's scrap. There's just scrap. Which rhymes with crap. Oh no, there's rifle ammo though. That was nice. It's amazing how excited you can get over a couple of shells. Gives the game the real Mad Max feel to it though. Remember? Beginning of Mad Max. He's got a shotgun and he doesn't have any good shells. This, what you're looking for with the metal detector here, is in there. And you have to go up here and switch the power. So in here, pull that. There's nothing in this room. Pulling that switches the power. But I can't remember what's in this box for the life of me, so. Is there a grenade in here? A bandage and an explosive lure. Okay. Explosive lures are really for rats and then one other type of critter later in the game. And it's really nice to have explosive lures to deal with them. And there's Jinx. Poor guy. Send aid to Datlow Hall. To whoever finds this note, please send aid to Datlow Hall. Lady Charity is gravely ill. For the last 2 months, ever since that explosion, she's been getting worse and worse. She needs medical attention, and poor Lady Prudence can hardly expect to care for her alone. I can't return to Datlow in good conscience, not without securing aid first. We showed those bloody scientists nothing but hospitality, and not one of them would come to check on us. If you're reading this, remember our kindness and send help. Yeah, so. So poor Jinxie. Guy was coming up here to get some supplies, I think, and things went sideways. This, I think, is barred. Oh, no, it isn't. The other one is barred. Okay. So here we go. Scrap, pistol ammo, a barred crate with a training stimulant. We haven't used any shotgun ammo yet. Rifle ammo, we'll take that. More rifle ammo. It's a great day. Rifle ammo galore. Awesome. Okay. That gets us everything we need here. So we'll head back to the lady. If you see butterflies and immediately think about grabbing them, you've probably played as much Skyrim as I have then. Ooh, butterfly. It is Skyrim where we loot butterflies, isn't it? God, it's been so long since I played that game. As I'm recording this, the announcement for the remastered Oblivion seems to be imminent. Pictures were leaked. So it seems like it's a for sure thing, and that certainly is a game that I'm going to want to dive into because I put a lot of hours into Oblivion. I really liked it. I do think in some ways it's the best of the Elder Scrolls game because of the story and a lot of the writing that went on with it. Things like the vampires and the different quests in the towns and the Oblivion gates themselves. I mean, gnarly idea. Okay, anybody here? Nobody here. All right, let's go. Back to the lady of the house. And don't look at those crows and think they're innocent. That's another swarm you can get hit by, and they are a right pain in the ass. That is kind of when you want the big bat as a melee weapon. I love that though. That looks awesome. Also sounds awesome. There's some pretty cool sound effects in this game. I just think Rebellion did a really good job with it. I mean, I see so many games these days that either their scope is too big and they can't nail everything, or they're a little bit disjointed in what they're trying to do. They got too many ideas, like they had too many cooks in the kitchen. I'm going to see if I can sneak in here and get this before that plant hits me. Okay, what do we got here? Blue. Alright. New lead found. The old mine. What's that one? Do not forget Mother Jago. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. You are Dr. Cooper. You helped build this place. Do not forget Dr. Powell and the others. They need you. You are lost, but you must find them again. Do not forget Mother Jago. Yeah. Trust Mother Jago. Don't listen to her. She's dead. She was trapped with the rest of them. Ignore the voices. Ignore the voices. Doesn't sound very good. What's with all these voices? But I think we've all seen so many mediocre games come out over the last decade. And then that really exceptional games like Baldur's Gate 3 and Cyberpunk and stuff. So that when a game like this that's just kind of smaller and really focused and is really hitting its mark, it just seems kind of exceptional to me. Like, this game isn't trying to be an RPG. It isn't trying to be a whole bunch of different things. It's not. It's just like, no, it's a shooter, and it's a shooter with a really a dearth of ammo. So there is a little bit of a survivalist element to it.
Charity, is that... Oh, it's you.
I'm sorry, but Jenks isn't coming back. I found this letter from him.
Well, good heavens. After all these years, and he just goes off like that. I see. Then you're here as his replacement, then. Well, that's a relief.
I
Get about
am?
your duties as soon as you can. This place has become quite a mess. Oh, and here's the conservatory key, Jenks. Take good care of it.
I'm the new Jinx.
Oh, you wretched aphid.
Wretched aphids. So she gives us the conservatory key. And now we can start getting on the business of disarming traps, which is going to give us more Molotovs and grenades, which is really nice. So here we go. Conservatory. Over here, we got a tumbler and some pistol ammo. We'll take that. And there's a rusty. Now, if you want, take this weapon. But the thing is, this is a semi-automatic pistol, and there's still yet one other kind of semi-automatic pistol in the game. But both of them do average damage. Nothing in the game really hits like this revolver does. And since you don't typically run into a situation where you have a lot of enemies on the screen at one time, a 6-shooter is perfectly capable of handling everything. So I don't take these anymore, and I don't spend any time upgrading them, and I don't even bother holding on to them for sale. So, in my opinion, you can just ditch them. To my dearest Prudence, I've locked myself away to not pass on this illness. I hear the voice whispering behind my shoulder, telling me to join the dancing. I'm scared of what lies beyond, but I know that it will be better than lying here alone, dying every minute. I ask you not to blame yourself. Charity Rook. Poor Charity. She's got pistol ammo, so there's Charity. She obviously has been there for quite a while, so Prudence has been carrying on with her mental illness for a long time. We've got a Molotov cocktail and a backpack, but the first thing we want is the stealth manual. So this gives us takedown, movement, surprise attack. Oh, so this doesn't give us, never mind, I was wrong about this. This doesn't give us the ability to disarm traps yet. We don't have that. Quiet takedown, quiet movement, surprise attack, thick skin, kill momentum, kick stun. Yeah, so we don't have disarm traps yet. Oh, it's right there. Well, I have to make better notes. We already have access to it. It's one of the basic ones. Okay, cool. We want to take that right now. And it requires 3 and we have 4. Okay. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab the Molotov. We're going to eat this meat. What else do we have? We have a bandage on the ground, but I'm not interested in it. I'd rather grab one of the Molotovs out here. So we'll do this. Disarm. That gives you a tripwire, and if you don't need it, you can't take it. And then here, you can disarm and do that. All right. So we have the Molotov. Now, we got to go meet Mother Jago. We got to head north for that. So Mother Jago is right there at the old mine. And you can try to go up this way to get to it. You're going to have to fight 3 ferals along this tunnel. That might be worth trying, actually. I've tended to avoid the tunnel, but boy, the tunnel sure is a shortcut. Otherwise, you got to take the long way around, which is how I've played the game the first 3 times. Trying to avoid those ferals. But I think that might be a fair way to end this video. We haven't died yet, so let's go put ourselves in harm's way.
We're getting nothing done here.
These military guys, what are they carrying? So these guys are going to spawn and they're going to be a little different every time. And he's got an SMG. Is that a peerless one? No, it's the other kind. All right. There's 2 different kinds of SMGs. There's 3 different kinds of shotguns. A couple different types of rifle, and then the JM3, which is the automatic rifle. And then there's also an LMG, which uses rifle ammo. Don't even bother with the LMG. First of all, it's huge and unwieldy, and it will mow through your rifle ammo really fast. So I cannot recommend that. That sign on that tree is about Mother Jago. We're going to go see her, so we don't need to look at that. Yeah, so normally what I do, you can run up that side of the island and look. Those guys there are all military dudes and they won't attack you. They're not the same as the protocol soldiers in Skethamore who will attack you as soon as they see you. So what do we want to do here? Oh, yeah, we want to try to bow and arrow these guys. Okay, let's do that. And then if we have to, we'll ask them some questions. All right, where are we? Let's try this. Let's quick save and see what this is like. Do we have one right here? Yeah, right there. Okay. Come here, buddy. Come here. There we go. Oh, stop infecting me, you bastard. I don't want to listen to the voices. Okay. Here's what we're going to do with you. These guys seem to be a little weaker. There are stronger ones in other parts of the game world. See, there's a guy down there. Okay, let's try this. Problem is you got to hit him in the head, so... Dang it. There we go. I have a real hard time aiming with this thing. But that worked. We got some arrows stuck in him. Pistol ammo. Oh, nice. And spores. That's the thing we need. Okay. We got through that tunnel. Not too bad. Did get infected for a little bit. Did hear the voices from that infection. We want to go right there. That bunker up there. That's a key spot for us. There is a key over here that we can grab. This garden center, yeah. Tell you what, though. I think we're just going to want to do... Oh, son of a gun. I miss that one every single time. Okay, well. We got a med kit for it. Yeah, it gets those guys way over there really interested. Okay, tell you what. I'm going to end this episode here. We're going to go down here into the cellar. We're going to pick up a key for a door right there that we can't get into. And then I think there's something over here in the middle of all of these wasps' nests that we can dig up with our metal detector. So there's a lot to do. And then we can go see Mother Jago, and then we can get inside this bunker that I'm basically pointed at that's being obscured by the trees, which has some training stimulants in it. So, folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.